So it was in the news this week, and it was news for some reason, that Lando Norris was moving house. He had bought a house in Monaco. But why Monaco? The lifestyle's luxurious, the weather's warm, and best of all, drivers don't have to worry about taxes ever again. So why does anyone care? People seem to care because when Lewis Hamilton moved from Switzerland to Monaco, the British media absolutely hounded him for it. But I hear you asking, why did they hound Lewis Hamilton for it? Well, the myth there and then was created that Lewis Hamilton no longer pays taxes in the UK. And if anyone hasn't seen, or if they're not from the UK or whatever, the British media up until recently had spent years tearing Lewis Hamilton apart for everything he did. And he wasn't doing anything different to any other F1 driver, really. You know, there's 13 drivers that currently live in Monaco, including his teammate Bottas. Albon lives in Monaco, Max Verstappen does, Lewis Hamilton obviously, who I just mentioned before, Charles Leclerc was born there, Danny Ricciardo, so on and so forth, including retired drivers too, and reserve drivers. There's a lot of drivers live in Monaco, but only Lewis Hamilton seemed to get stick for it. And I didn't know until I was doing a bit of research for this video that George Russell's actually moving to Monaco next year. It was after he got his Mercedes seat confirmed. So why does anyone even care? Personally, F1 drivers, in my opinion, they could live anywhere. They could live on Mars for all I care. It's their life, it's up to them where they live, and it's no big deal to me. However, people do seem to be a little bit upset, and there's two reasons for it. The first reason is, as I mentioned before, the press. With Lando Norris moving, there's been very little in the way of negative press. I mean, look at the difference between the two headlines here. With that, it seems that the British tabloid press, they like protecting British drivers, and I've got no problem with that. But when it's Lewis Hamilton, who according to them can do no right, most sensible people have a problem with it when they go after him all the time. The second reason is, going back to Lewis Hamilton again, is people on social media and in the tabloids have labelled the 7-time world champion as a hypocrite for allegedly paying no taxes in the UK, which is a myth. Once again, he does, and preaching about other topics, you know, only the important ones like racism and police brutality, nothing big, but they've had nothing to say about Lando Norris, as you can see with this screenshot. In the screenshot, he's quoted as saying, "If I moved to Monaco, I would not enjoy it," and that's less than 3 months ago. However, my point isn't that the media should go after anyone. They shouldn't go after Lando Norris or George Russell or Lewis Hamilton or Bottas or anyone. It's a house move at the end of the day. It's a driver moving house, and yes, people get annoyed about, you know, they won't pay taxes, and yeah, it might not be right morally, ethically, but there's nothing saying that they can't do it, and at the end of the day, it's up to them where they live. It's just a house move. It's a rich F1 driver moving to a big house in a rich area, paying no taxes. There's nothing new. Celebrities have been doing it for years. Politicians have been doing it for years. It's just been a thing that's been going on for years. So who really cares, to be honest? And it goes without saying, Lando Norris recently had spoken about, and Bottas, they'd both come out recently, I saw it on a thread on Twitter about Bottas, but they'd both come out to talk about dark thoughts in the case of Bottas, and Lando Norris talking about general mental health. And at the end of the day, they're just humans, they're just people, and Lando Norris is only really a kid, like myself. I look old though. But, yeah, so most of you I'm sure are sensible, but if you're not sensible, then just give them a break. You know, they're only humans, they have feelings, they see your comments. So, yeah, that's my point at the end of the day. Respect their mental health, and just be nice. That's pretty much the end of the video. Thank you if you're one of those people. If you're not, please fix up. And you can find us on Twitter, LTF1 Official, Instagram, LTF1 Official. We have a Patreon account, so feel free to check that out. We have a Redbubble account. We have some cool stuff on there. Please do check that out. And thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.